Hey, hello everyone. Hello, hello.
Hi, Shri.
Hi, Shri.
Just confirm audio video is good for you.
Yes.
Yeah,
Can you hear us?
Fantastic.
Can you
Let
hear
me
us,
see
Shri?
who is available here. Mahesh is available. Mahesh, good to see you after a long
Yeah,
time.
hi. Yeah. The goal is on. Just I need some motivation, guidance. I
Okay.
need to finish
Okay.
within a month. We'll discuss. Okay.
Nice to know. Nice to
People.
know. Good to know. Good to know. Few people in the camera. Mahesh, I can see you. Mahesh, Maikar, I can see you. Rajiv, I can see. Rajiv looks pretty fresh. What happened today?
No, it's Sunday only.
Okay. Usually Monday we look fresh. Today you look.
Yeah.
All right. Who is available in the camera to say hello? Let's see each other. Possible. I should have few more people here. In fact, Rajesh is joining us, who cleared exam recently. Okay, so we're going to listen to one of the successful person who cleared exam to talk about how the exam went on. Beyond this, I have few topics to talk about how to solve the exam questions. I do have few people who joined recently. We have a PMP batch started pretty recently. So we have some people who are in the new
Hi, Shri.
batch
Can you hear
starts
me?
getting inside. Hey Rajesh, can hear you.
Yeah. How are you doing?
Is it Rajesh with suffix PMP?
Can say so.
Did you add that in your mail when you send an email? You put Rajesh PMP. Do you do that the last
Ah,
2 days?
no, no, no. No.
Not start. You're so humble person, isn't it? But I would say do that. It also gives a credit that we are talking to a person who is a certified, and the other side person also knows what language to speak. First, welcome to the program, Rajesh. Thanks for being here, and I really like this habit or attitude of coming back and giving it to the people. So, first, start with you. Congratulations for your PMP certification.
Great. Great.
Great. Great. Hope
Great
you
things
are
so
able to
far.
hear us well. Your mic is good. Your headset is supporting us.
I can hear you. You guys can hear me, correct?
Fantastic. We can hear you. Probably I'll do one thing. I'll make you on a spotlight so you're clearly visible. All right. Now you're on spotlight. People
Yeah.
look at you. Good. So, Rajesh, a little background of your PMP preparation in the sense when you cleared the exam or how long it took for you to go for this exam for the people.
Um, I was I mean I joined the PMP article ShriLearning in last September.
Mm-hmm.
Or I don't know, maybe August 24th, I guess, batch.
Mm-hmm.
After that, yeah, I mean, not consistently, but intermittently, because there was date missing, date
Happens.
of exam missing. So
Yeah.
intermittently, I
Okay.
would say I was going through it, not consistently. So,
Hmm.
in fact, I wrote my exam on June 2nd,
Nice.
and I wanted to write. I made up my mind to write, say maybe in the month of April, April
Okay.
mid or April end.
Hmm.
So I start in May. I started what you call CSL preparing, and then after 15 days, I started giving the exams. And
Okay.
then yeah, I gave 2 3 mocks, and then I felt confident, and then I immediately booked the date and then
Okay.
went ahead. That's it.
Rajesh, when you say that, it looks so straight and nice. People listening this feels, wow, really? May somebody started preparing and took 3 full exams and go for the main exam. I really feel that's very positive. But you
Oh,
can.
one thing was that my what you call professional background also helped. I know to some extent the project management process because I work in an automotive industry. So we have all this change requests, risk stakeholders, all those processes are built in. Yeah,
You,
to some extent, I
day
was
in, day out, you practice it.
yeah, correct.
All right. But then I'll challenge you this, Rajesh. Since you said that, It gives me an idea. You are very clear on the process-oriented approach, which you may not need to read too much. You can take the exam. But in main exam,
Mm.
we're also hearing that more questions coming from adaptive nature, agile
Correct,
nature.
correct, correct.
How do you face that in main exam?
To be frank, yeah, I know the agile process. I mean, I would say from the book. Okay. But though it is agile, it is more. The questions seem to be more like for me, more leadership questions have come.
Hmm.
Yeah, I would say in agile terminology, servant leadership.
Hmm.
So more questions were in terms of stakeholder handling,
Hmm.
um, risk management. Some of them were from leadership.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Most of
Okay.
them were like yeah. All the questions were situation based.
Nice. I'm getting a feel that you are already into leadership cadre where you don't feel
Yeah, yeah.
much.
It, yeah.
Hmm.
Mm.
Okay. I don't see you have much difference between plan driven or a change driven. Leadership is leadership all the way, right?
Yeah,
It-
correct, correct, correct. Only challenge was for me was the agile one because
okay.
um, 50 agile. Yeah, I've done some amount of hybrid development.
Okay.
Not pure agile.
Okay.
Pure agile development have not what you call that much experience. But again, even that involves more of leadership. I would say.
Nice to know, Rajesh. Nice,
How
nice. Uh,
you?
got you. Got you. For the benefit of the audience who's listening this live today, and some of them going to listen to this YouTube later,
Mhm.
what way of reading or what book you? I mean, see, the thing is, question is like this: people are opening the book, they're feeling sleepy already because you got a pages of 1,000 pages of content or listening to the videos with a busy schedule. People feel getting exhausted, man. Uh,
Mm.
what technique you followed for reading?
Um, I technique, yeah, more. I read maybe the chapters within Rita and also to some extent PMBOK as well. Both are
Mhm.
similar, I would say. So and then I started giving what you call small mocks
Mm.
to
Chapter
understand.
test.
That way you'll get the concept more clearly. I would say reading the book and then writing some answering some questions.
Mm.
That way you'll understand if something is not understandable in the book. When you write some what you call questions and all based on those explanations, you'll get that concept will get cleared. That's how I felt. A couple of questions.
Mm.
Yeah,
Okay.
many topics in it. And then
Okay.
yeah, yes, chapter wise mocks. Maybe I did not give much of. I mean, and then 40 question mocks, and then directly the full mocks. Yeah,
I like the confidence you had. So then I will ask this question. How was your time management while you practicing
yeah.
full exam?
Time manage. Yeah, mock. I the reason I gave mock was to check my what you call reading speed and answering speed, and then time adjustments.
Mm.
Um, um, yeah, it was neck to neck, I would say, when I was writing mock, uh,
Hmm.
what you call at home, and same thing happened at exam as well.
Okay. It's a tight.
Yeah,
Okay.
and as the exam environment was slightly different,
Mm.
the first 60 questions for me were lengthy,
Mm.
so it took me 90 minutes there. So
Oh.
yeah,
Oh.
that was a little tricky. And then uh, the breaks really helped me.
Ah,
Okay, so I took that break, relaxed, and then had some
okay.
food, and then the next what do you call the next 60 questions I was able to do it in 70 minutes. That's how I
That's a
tried
good
to
speed.
adjust the. I would
Okay.
say 80, 75, 75. That's what we discussed, correct?
Yeah.
So
What we planned
90,
doesn't
90,
work.
70, and then 90, 70, and then
You captured it. Okay.
yeah, 70. So
Okay, that's a good time. I will say that you did a good job. Good job. Because main exam, as you said, see what we practice is a similarity, similar questions, right? It will not be the one what is in the main exam. Every question will be a new question in main exam.
mm.
But one ask with you when practicing here and going to the main exam, are you able to see some sort of relevance in the preparation?
Yes, answering, I mean, practicing the mocks and all the questions. were on similar lines. All of them were what you call, I would say, scenario based only.
New scenarios.
Yeah, new scenario based, and then more for me, more of questions were what you call select. I would say what select two or three. Yeah, those kind of questions. Yeah,
God, man, that's a
because
tough day.
multiple choice I only got only two, uh,
Okay.
but the other
Okay.
part select two or three, which is tricky. I got more,
Oh, 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 oh.
got more of
This
those.
is tricky, Rajesh. Few days back, some people cleared the exam. They said no mathematical questions, no drag and drop questions, no multiple answers questions.
Hmm.
Whereas for you, it looked like they gave all those choices. You have a
Yeah,
drag and drop, the match of following?
yeah. Drag and drop. I got two.
God. Okay.
Math was only one.
One. Okay.
Math was
Nice.
only one, and then
Okay.
yeah, these what do you call the multiple
Okay.
answers? There, those were many.
Nice.
Lengthy
Nice.
questions were more, meaning I would say
Mm.
more of
Mm.
verbal content. I would say.
Yeah. A question will be three, four lines. You read the third line. When you come to fourth line, you may not know what I read on the first line. So you have to go back again and read what the hell this
That
guy is.
happened initially for the first 90, 60 questions. As
Yeah.
we were, I mean, as we had to get adjusted to that environment, yeah, a couple of questions I had to do that.
Yeah.
That's where time went by. But the next 60,
You
I
captured.
was pretty confident. Next
Nice.
six,
Nice. Good to know, Rajesh. So which city you took this exam?
Hyderabad.
Hyderabad. So do the enrollment facilities, do
It
they
was,
provide a paper and pen to write down
yes, yes, yes.
all the
They
information?
provide everything. Yes,
Very good. Nice to know. Good to
it was
know.
good actually.
Nice to know, Rajesh. Good to know. I'm really happy, Rajesh. It's a big achievement in our career, in our life.
Thank
It
you.
also boosts our confidence, right? You feel
Correct.
good that I can do something good in life. So next day morning, you wake up early and start reading the book again after the exam.
No, no, no,
You took the
no.
book and throw it out.
Not like that. But I think
We have to read.
we have to
Yeah.
keep at least
Keep reading.
updating what are the trends happening in that.
Exactly. Exactly. I would
Yes.
recommend after exam only reading starts. Actual reading starts.
Correct.
So keep up the reading, and I
Good
believe
thing
you're
is we need
far.
to apply. I think once we new things what we learned, we start
Exactly.
applying. Then I think we will remember those. I think. Yeah.
Well said, Rajesh. Well said. Application is the best thing, but takes time. You can't apply first day. It takes time.
Correct.
But also, I recommend you to be part of our elite group where people talk about application knowledge. So
Correct.
far, you learn PMP. Now you have to know how to apply for the jobs, next level growth. The whole purpose of learning PMP is next level, right? So we have to
That's
learn those
correct.
parts. Super good.
Right. Right.
So Rajesh, if you want to give a tips to someone who recently started preparation, maybe
Mm,
somebody listening your video after 6 months,
mm.
and this person want to start, what is the start point? What will be your thought process or advice there?
Consistency. I think consistency. If you
Mm,
do that, I think in couple of months you can crack it. That shouldn't be a problem. Consistency and then more of practice time adjustment. And then I think I remember you telling we have to be we call use more of be confident and use more of common sense.
okay, okay, okay. Good to know. That's
But we still need to
a
know the topics. Yes, we need still need to know the
mm,
what you call how do you do your stakeholder thing? How
mm.
do you do your risk assessment?
Awesome.
Because yeah, those questions, yeah, it would though the topics are direct in the book, they will try to create a scenario around it and
Out
try
of
to
that.
frame it out. You should be only when you practice you will be able to identify that that
Mm.
particular question is describing a simple scenario which is in the book. Yeah,
Well said, Raj, rightly said. In a risk, they talk about accepting the risk. It will be a one-liner in a book, but
right,
around that, they form a story.
right,
While reading the story, your brain has to capture, okay, this guy is talking about accepting the risk, that too negative risk, not a positive risk.
correct,
That a trigger should happen, then only you can answer the question.
correct,
Well said, well said. So conceptual knowledge is more important. That's
correct,
pretty much PMI expects from us. Very good, super
correct,
good.
correct.
Nice to know, Rajesh. Of course, your family is happy, excited. You're done with your exam.
Yeah,
The next day, you have to take them for a movie, dinner, barbecue nation.
no, yeah, but yeah, it was hard work paid off. And
Yeah.
then it, I mean, say 4 hours exam, which is like after like it's in 20 years. I after my college, I'm writing some exam. Correct. Yeah, but I
It's
think
different.
writing some mocks would definitely help us out to adjust, and then breaks are very important. That's what I would say. Break is very,
Okay.
very important. You need to
Okay.
take a break, have something,
Mm-hmm.
so
Mm-hmm.
that first
Okay.
60, yeah, the next 6, for example, if you finish the first 60, next 60, you will be more energized. Yeah.
Good to know. Good to know. Maybe last question from me, Rajesh.
Mm.
When you're practicing in the mock exams, what will be a decent score that will help us to think main exam is comparable from your
Um,
thought?
maybe I don't know, 60, 70, 70
Hmm.
percent
Average 70. Okay.
70, yeah, correct,
All
70.
right. All right. All right. Thanks for that. Usually I tell 65, 68, 70. You
That
are
is the
telling
range.
that.
That is the range
That's the
average I
range.
took got.
Right.
Yeah.
But we don't stop people taking 85%, isn't it?
Yeah.
If somebody somebody takes 85%, ooh, good. You're good,
Yeah.
too good.
And
All
and
right.
that 85 could be, for example, say first 60, you could get maybe 50, and then maybe next 60 you might get 90
You
as well.
pick
So
up
it
from
will
there.
balance it out. Yeah.
Yeah. Good, good. I strongly recommend, as Rajesh mentioned, take full exams. Don't rely only in a small exam because after 60 question only we'll test your stamina. After 100 questions only we will see your answering ability. Your patience starts coming out. In main exam, if you go and sit after 3 hours, you start losing your patience. You start clicking some.
Patience is key, correct? Yes.
That's important, right? Some people practice small exams and they think, okay, I'm ready. Yeah, that's ready. But at least take one full exam to see how is your biological clock working, right? There's a biological clock. It doesn't have the patience after 3 hours. It feels like, oh my God, let's stop here. So I think those things are tested in the exam hall. Well said. Well said. Super good, Rajesh. Once again, thanks a lot for coming up here. It
Thanks,
really
Shri.
motivates. That really motivates. I will see if anyone in the group. I see many people online now. If anyone have something to listen from you, is anyone here in the group have something to listen from Rajesh specifically?
Yeah, hi, Shri. Hi, Rajesh. Thanks. I'm Mahesh.
Hi,
I'm a very
Mahesh.
old student of Mr. Shri. I think October 23 batch. I joined, then I had a job change, then again I rejoined. But I'm strongly motivated to answer the exam, and I think yes, given your listening that one can prepare and answer within a month. So I have a target to
Oh,
answer within a month. So I
month
have
was
read
a
Rita.
consistent. 1 month
Yeah,
was a
yeah. So
consistent preparation.
yeah, I know. Got this input. So I have read Rita. Okay, even I think from yesterday to today, at least 6 hours I have put in Rita and Agile practice guide. Okay, it's not that I started yesterday, but last 15, 20 days I have been reading consistently, watching videos.
Mm.
So yeah, but the target is I have to complete within a month because otherwise it will again roll on to one more year. Okay. So I think I'll follow this approach. First answer the all these the chapter-wise quiz, then 40 questions, and then the mock. And the daily, like how much? Because I also work, then travel time. I stay in Mumbai. Like even in trains, I listen to some videos. Okay, in the metro, basically, not in train.
Mm.
So typically, how much time you have to put per day on weekends?
Weekends, maybe, I mean, daily, I think, maybe, I don't know, 2 hours, 3 hours. Maybe if your target is like 3 or 4, within 3 or 4 months, I think you can 2 to 3 hours per day. And then weekends, yeah, you have to spend more, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And is
Okay.
it important because see, even Shriram, is it important to know each and every concept from each and every? Because some of the chapters I find like some are like very easy: communication, stakeholder
Okay.
management, risk. I will tell you
Sure.
typical chapters. Which I found to be bit
All right, all right.
tricky.
It's something like this, Mahesh. When I go to office meeting, I'm
Uh,
asking myself, should I listen? Is communication important? Or should
hmm,
I focus on project details? Is it important? So kind
hmm,
of the question what I'm hearing from you, which means in PMP, every area is important.
hmm,
But however, some areas are highly focused in exam, which is a stakeholder, leadership, and
hmm,
agile. These areas are highly stressed. As Rajesh was pointing, many leadership topic comes in. So if you
okay,
give
hold on.
attention to that, that's more important. But that doesn't mean you will ignore quality management. As a leader, I
Okay.
will focus on quality of the product.
Hmm.
From the leadership perspective, how I focus. That's what the exam is looking for.
Question
Yeah,
could be from 2 or 3 topics combined, correct? That's where
combined
challenge
together.
comes.
Very good, very good, very good. I see.
Hmm.
Okay, good, Mahesh. I have one question from Mom Mannan. Is asking, may you know where you took the full mock exams?
I took the full mock exams on the She portal only.
Yeah, maybe if some of you are not aware, I think some of you are new to the class. Maybe some people joined the PMP recently. In ShriLearning portal, we have 5 full exams. On top of that, you have more exams. I believe Rajesh would, what you mentioned, Shri portal is a portal where we have all these question papers.
Yes.
Okay, good enough, good enough.
Congratulations, Rajesh.
Thanks.
This is Rajiv. I have few questions for you.
Yes.
First one, what is the percentage of Agile, pure Agile in the question paper?
I think it was 50% for sure.
50% for sure.
Yeah.
And were the questions were having the scenarios of input to any process or output to the any process?
Input output questions. Yeah, those were less actually, I would say,
Okay.
because input output questions to build around the scenarios across this, it's I think it little difficult. So I think it was more what you call I would say problem solving questions only. I mean, I would say how would you address this problem? Yeah, they
Okay.
rather than asking what tool is used to address this problem. So when you have the input, what would be the output? Yeah. Even if it was asked, it was put into a scenario actually.
Okay.
And even
Only
the
one.
answer was also what I would say was descriptive, so that you need to figure it out. Okay, this is what it is. Yeah.
And the last one regarding the drag and drop, was it comprising one complete process concept, or different concepts were there in one question?
I think.
You
Within one concept I got. Yes.
Okay.
You're
Thank
right.
you.
So
Thank you.
Rajiv, you are testing his memory power, huh?
No. I'm taking some sneak peek what can be planned
One
on.
was a drag and drop four drag and drops within a question,
Yeah.
and then other was 2 drag and drops. Yeah.
Yeah. Because
It
for
was more
me,
on power skills. The one I got was on power skills.
okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
primarily on a basic one concept only.
You are right. Correct.
And for me, that is a typical one.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Good. So once again, thanks a lot, Rajesh, for giving your time, being
Thanks, Sri.
here, and be successful, be part of our elite community, and keep contributing to management and leadership roles.
Yeah, thank you, Sri.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Good
all the
wishes.
support.
See
Thanks
you
for all the
again. See
support.
you.
Thanks for all
Yeah.
the support, and then thanks for that last day call. Thank you.
The final push. Huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Good, Rajesh. Do well. We'll catch up again.
Thanks. Take care.
Yep.
Take care. Bye.
Bye. All right, so that's Rajesh. So I have bunch of people today listening from a new batch. Was there any learning you get from a person who cleared the exam recently? Any key takeaways from Rajesh? I have
Be
one.
consistent.
I heard that. That's a one term, right? But that's the toughest term we have to follow, isn't it? Easy to say, hard to follow, which is called consistent. Okay, good then. So let's go to the next section of our program. Mahesh is putting how to be part of the Elite community. Very simple, Mahesh. Once PMP certified, you'll be part of Elite community automatically. Did you say that's a simple? So what we do in ShriLearning for last few years is once people get certified, we have a community formed called Elite, where here people talk about next things in the career. Because the whole purpose of coming for PMP is getting to a new job, different country migration, or growth in the career. So we want to create a platform where people talk about it. There is a platform, people talk about it constantly. Job promotions happens there, or new sessions are taken by the people like AI related, or could be any technology, Microsoft project. So I welcome you all to complete your exam and join that group, contribute, and you also get benefited. Yeah, that's a point. Good. Then let's go to next part. Two portions I have. One is listening to the people who are getting to exam next few days where we can help them. And the third part is question paper. I have a couple of questions. We will take a question and we'll discuss about the question. Meantime, if you feel you have some questions, you took a question and you want to talk about it, please feel free to bring up. That's the intention of this program. Before I jump further, is there anyone here from a new PMP batch which has started recently?
Yes, Shri. Just to decide.
All right, all right. Few people.
Yes.
Very good, very good, very good. Good.
Yes.
Appreciate that you took effort today. Right. Let's start with the people who are getting to exam. Is anyone here who are getting to exam in the month of June? We are on 15th of June. We have 2 weeks to close this month. Is there anyone here in this month taking exam?
I've yet to uh, pay the fees, but I will be in next 2 3 days.
Very
Due to
good.
my circumstances, I will be deciding on the paying the fees and then
Very
taking on
good.
the test by 30th if possible.
Nice to know. If I
Yeah,
followed your WhatsApp, if I remember, okay, you took 2 full exams. Is that correct?
yeah, yeah. And the results of both them were the same. What,
Yeah,
67
very
only.
good. And you are the one who do fastest in the exam.
I don't know. This is your reading.
No, okay, let me try my memory power. You took
Yeah,
one exam with a 2 hour 45 minutes, other one is a 3.5 hours, something like that.
yeah, yeah,
Okay, okay, then you
yeah.
are the one. So now, are you planning to reduce or not reduce, increase your time utilization? Are you planning to do that?
Yes, this is the prime motive for me right now. How
Okay,
can I increase that one? I have took 60 marks question today, one
okay,
test. Earlier, my score were ranging between 60 and 62 and 65.
okay.
Now it has taken up to 75.
Very good, very good. What's the time management for 60 questions?
Uh, it was around only 20 minutes was left.
20 minutes left, man. Come on. You
Yeah,
are too fast, too fast. Okay,
yeah,
it's okay. It's okay to be fast because your scores are good. If I remember, you are 69%, some are 70 plus. Is that correct?
yeah. Or
Fully good.
same around only 60
Okay.
questions, 67. Average is around, if I, it will be around 60
Very
till
good, very
date
good.
since, yeah,
Now, even in full exam, I think you scored well, if I remember it.
yeah.
Okay, nice. Rajiv, for you, the scores are very good on the range of getting to exam. So you can plan your main exam 2 weeks from now. In
Okay,
this 2 weeks of time, would request you to complete another three more full exams.
okay.
In this exam, have decent gap of 3 to 4 days between each exam.
Yes,
So you get the time to sit and analyze the questions carefully, right? This is one. Um, as we listen to the class today, as Rajesh also pointed out, leadership is highly targeted. Leadership means it won't come only leadership. Leadership is a combination of leadership plus a stakeholder plus agile. Leadership plus a quality management plus risk management. So it will not talk only leadership. As a leader, what you do, that won't be the question. In risk management, how your leadership skills are exposed. So read the topics, but keep these three topics carefully: stakeholder, agile, leadership. Let's get that base understanding. If you can spend some time there in the next 2 weeks, it will be good for you.
yeah. Because till date, I'm thinking that agile part is something bothering me right now. I'm not
Okay.
able to put complete focus on that part.
Okay.
I have to read it again and again. I'm not able to memorize all the concept easily. So I have
Okay.
to put that part first. And
Okay.
regarding the input output questions, I'm facing the challenges also.
Don't go there. Maybe Rajesh shared a couple of questions are there, but still it is a scenario-based input output.
Yeah.
PMI has totally removed those questions where they have inputs, tools and techniques, outputs. It may come back later this year or next year because if I
Okay.
say that before, PMBOK 8th edition is coming. Are you aware of that?
Yes.
New book is coming. In the new book, I'm already reading inputs, tools and techniques, outputs. So it may come back. Before that, you complete the exam. Oof.
Yes. Most probably by Wednesday, I will be planning for my exam. There
Okay.
are some engagement for me to decide whether
Okay.
should delay or not.
Perfectly, Raju. So stay in touch, keep me posted.
Yes.
Please maintain the same Excel sheet of what is your score, what is the timing. One last request to you is time management is very good, but too fast is also not good. Let's go bit moderate speed. Yeah.
Yes.
Because your instinct is good, you're choosing answer correctly. If you reduce too much of speed also, you will answer
That will
wrong.
be, yes, I know that. This is my problem.
Yeah, there are some people brain is like that. It's okay to be in the speed, but not too fast,
Yeah.
not too slow. Stand somewhere in the center.
Yes, I will try to minimize
Perfect.
that part. Yeah.
Perfect. Good, Raju. Keep rocking.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Then I have two more people. I'll listen to them. Then I go for the question paper. Mahesh says mid-July. Mahesh, when you say mid-July, when you are planning your first full exam.
Okay, just now, hold on. I have just made up my schedule after listening to Mr. Rajesh. Okay, so
Okay.
see, so I have already read this Rita and Agile, I think at least twice. So my
Hmm.
target for this coming week is to give the chapter-wise quizzes. Okay, so one
Okay.
week I will focus on that, and the
Ah,
next week would be focus means this last week of June will be focused on the. I think there is a other module also where there is 40 question module also there. So give that, and the first week of July will be target at least two mock tests, and then in the second week of July plan two more, and
okay.
then after that based on that give the exam immediately.
Okay. Okay. Let me give some thoughts. Let's see if
Hmm.
that. First thing, you have to complete reading Rita 11. You would have complete reading Agile Practice. Yeah, this book you should have been done. Once these two books are done, you will take 160 question exam to see how you are scoring. If in case your score is
Okay.
above 68 70% and time management is good, you can give 1 or 2 days gap and take one full exams, which means you no need to wait till July 1st to take the full exam. Once you complete reading the book, you can take one full exam. This one full exam will give you your stamina and your way of answering clarity. Based on this, we can already plan your main exam date. You no need to wait 4 full exams to plan your main exam. 160 question, 180 question. If you share me the scores, that will be sufficient to decide when you can take your main exam.
Okay, can I think I missed something because my plan was I have read this and to give the chapter wise lessons. I have not done that. So is it not required? Should I directly go to 160 question exam?
Chapter wise, you can take. I assume you would have done some chapter wise while you're preparing the books. If you're
Yeah,
not done,
yeah.
then take some chapter wise.
Okay. Okay. After chapter wise,
Okay.
then do 160 question, right?
Yes,
60
160
question
question.
exam.
60
Okay.
question, post me the score. I'll let you know
Okay.
what to the next step, then we can proceed.
Okay. Fine. Done.
Perfect. Maintain an
Done.
Excel sheet. In the Excel sheet, put the exam date, what you when you took, how much time you took, what is the score, percentage. Put the percentage.
ठीक है
Yeah?
ठीक है. Yeah.
Perfect, Mahesh. Good wishes. One more person I'm going to listen to that. Akash Venugopal. Oh, Akash, what was your question? I am trying to understand yours.
Hi, Sri, this is Akash.
Yeah.
I've just joined the June batch,
Okay.
okay, for the class. So my question was, uh, before I'm not a project manager that I'm acting in my current organization, but will it be okay if I take up a full mock to understand where I stand now, and then after the course, after the 9 sessions or 10 sessions, whatever is over, and then take up again the mock exams, then to just compare where I stand now and then what is my understanding of the concepts. Will that
Mhm.
be better, or is it a
Let
bad
me
idea?
understand. Yeah. Let me understand a little more. You are an acting project manager. I understood that. Have you read any management books before?
No.
No. Okay. How long you're in managerial acting role now?
No. I'm an operations lead. I lead the support and operations team
Very
in my
good.
current. Yeah.
Very good.
So, but
Okay.
the not as a project. I'm not acted as a project manager. So that is the reason I
Acha.
just wanted to know to
Yeah.
stand where I stand
I
now.
understood. One more last question. Is there any agile flavor you have already in your organization?
Yes, there is, and theoretically, I've attended the session classes as well, the foundation of
Okay.
Agile in
Okay.
my organization.
Okay. So I'll give some thought process on this. 180 question is the most stressful question,
Yes,
which will
I don't
take a
have
lot of,
patience. I
it will
don't have
take,
that.
it will take your time and a toss on your energy. So this exam question paper, you can go, but before you're going, you know it's going to be disaster because that's what the
Yeah.
exam is
Yeah.
going to be.
Yeah. I know that.
So now we don't generally recommend to go there. For that reason, what we do is in ShriLearning, we give you 15 questions.
Yeah. I've taken some
Rahul
of
would have
them.
given yesterday also. You have to check, maybe you have to take the 15 questions and see how is your answering ability, and you have to analyze those questions. And then you have to go to chapter test questions to see how you're doing. This is one way of doing. But if you feel, no, Sri, I want to give a big bang, don't go 180. There is something called 40 questions, question paper.
Okay. Okay.
Take a 40 questions question paper and see how you do. And that will also give you a feel of the exam.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Done.
But I don't
Done.
recommend 180 right now. If you're not done management, if you're not in the system, it's already, you know, you're going to do inky pinky ponky.
Right. I see.
Yeah.
I've taken this ITIL intermediate exam where we'll have to sit for 3 hours.
No.
I've taken that.
PMP is something different.
Correct. No. I've had that for 3 hours exams. I've
Yeah.
sat, but then project management is completely different. I
Yeah.
understand that. So that's the
Yeah.
reason I just wanted to check. But okay, as you said, a 40
Yeah,
questions
I
exam.
don't
I'll
want
take that.
I don't want to put you into panic mode. So let's
Understood. Sure.
yeah, I
I've
don't
taken a
know.
couple of 15 questions exam
Do
from
that.
the ShriLearning portal only just to
Yep.
understand where I am. But this 180 or this complete 4 hours I haven't done. So I just thought I'll
Let's go
check.
step by step. Let's go step
Got
by
it.
step. Because I too meet some friends in gym. First day they'll ask me, Shri, can I lift 55 kg? I will say, okay, but let's first start with the 20 kg, then slowly we'll increase a bit. Yeah? Let's do that slow by step. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, sure. Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Good. I have one more person, Mugambige. Mugambige, please go ahead.
Yes. Hi, Shri. I'm planning to write my exam in the month of July, like July mid. And Reta 11, I'm like 80% complete. And I am taking module test, chapter wise test.
Very
And
good.
come in the upcoming week, I'm planning to take the full mock test.
Very good. Are you in communication with me in WhatsApp?
No.
Okay.
I did like a prepare earlier, but I could not do. Now I am like pretty consistent.
Very good. So what I want from you is I want your Excel sheet. What
Okay.
exams you took? What is your scores? What timeline you took?
Okay, including the timeline.
Yes, timeline is very important. For me, time is important. For me, the percentage is
Okay,
important.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the number of questions correct. I want the
Okay,
percentage. How much percentage you got? Yeah.
okay, sure.
But without doing 60 questions, don't jump to 180.
Okay,
You can, but it'll, yeah, I want you to practice 60 also to see, can you do in 70 minutes? Can you do in 80 minutes? Then you go to 180, it'll be more good.
yes, totally
Yeah.
getting it. Yeah,
Very good. So keep me posted on your progress.
sure. Yeah, thank you.
All right, let's get to the third part of the session, which is question paper. Meantime, Karthik is asking me something. Karthik Gopal, when will the new PMI syllabus come into effect? Planning my exam in the month of August. Okay, Karthik. Karthika. So what happens is PMI changes or upgrades the syllabus every 4.5 years. So 2021 January 2 is the first time the new question paper came in. So 2021 gone, 22 gone, 23 gone, 24 gone. So it's nearly 4.5 years right now. Correct timing. We are now in the middle. By now it should have been changed. However, what PMI Institute will do is they will first spread the message. Question paper is going to change, which means they call as ECO, Exam Content Outline. They will first inform it. They'll inform minimum 3 months before, saying that question paper going to change, model going to change. They publish it first, and it will go all over the world. News will spread. After news is spread, what they will do is they will give a timeline. So people who are preparing in the current exam model, you will have a cutoff date. A cutoff date could be September 30, October, or November. Some date they will give. Within this date, the people who are preparing here, please rush to clear the exam. Once this is a date is crossed, then only the new syllabus will come in. Okay, this is a usual story of PMI. But what is happening currently is PMI so far not announced anything on when this is going to change. First announcement itself never came in. If announcement comes also, you will get 3 months at least or 4 months of time. This is the process of PMI. So informing you, Kartika, so far no announcement. But where there's a trigger is happening here is PMI parallelly releases a new book every 3 to 4 to 5 years. So the new book of PMBOK, which is in a draft copy, is in the market for last 3 months. The draft copies review is going on all over the world. Once everyone confirms it, the new book will release. Once a new book is releasing, they will also launch the exam change. So my assumption is probably July, somewhere you will get an announcement, my belief. From there, they'll give 3 months, 4 months of time. So you have sufficient time to clear the examination if you plan between July or August.
Thanks for the clarity, Sri. Thank you.
Perfectly good. All right, let's go to the next portion of the session. We have another 15-20 minutes. Let's use it carefully. I should have some interesting questions for you. By the way, people are new here. People are watching from YouTube or LinkedIn. This is how the program goes, called Sunday Prayers. We bring some people who cleared the exam, talk about that part. We listen to the people who are preparing for the exam. The third section is question paper. In this question paper session, I'll bring a question. It could be any question, plan-driven, change-driven, agile, whatever you call it as. And there'll be a question. First, you read the concept carefully and choose an answer. I will listen to some of the justification, why that is right, why that is wrong. This discussion is more important than the answer itself. Answer is okay. You may be right, you may be wrong, but the conversation is important. After the conversation, I will have some subject information on that question where we will discuss in detail. So this is how we work. I'm just informing this because some of you are new here watching this for the first time. Let's go to the question. I will expect you to listen to the question. Don't use the mic, rather use your chat box, put the answer so that we don't distract others. Here is your question. I start getting the answers. Let me give another 10, 20 seconds. People watching from YouTube or LinkedIn, please leave your answers in the chat message. Okay, I have few answers. This time I have a few alphabets with me, starting with the B. B stands majority. I do have A. I do have C. So except D, I have all three alphabets are here. Okay, so as I was mentioning earlier, answer comes later. The understanding the concept is more important. Sometimes how our brain works is the moment we choose an answer, our brain starts defending that should be the right answer. The brain says that should be the right answer, okay? But we will come out of that defending mindset. and we listen from different perspective. I have three variety of people here, A, B, and C. Three answers are there, and real answer also will come out. So your brain should think, okay, let's see this perspective also, because it is spoken from PMI perspective, Project Management Institute, which says that nearly 75% of projects could be failing in the world. So we're going to see what are the best approaches which can make us to be successful. Because some of this approach which we discuss here, it is not happening in your company. Since it is not happening in my company, since I have not seen in my career, I will think that is wrong. Human brain works like this. What you see, it look like correct. So now we have to listen to different perspective and our brain has to digest it. Okay, this is also the best way of doing things. We'll see from that perspective. That's a good way of learning. Not here in exam preparation also. When you read any questions, we will give justification in the question answer. Your brain has to think in that direction that, okay, that could be on a different approach. Let's start from the beginning here. I will pull one of them to help me to see what was understanding in the question. Pradeep Kumar Krishnan, I'm seeing your name in the top, number one. You want to help me? What was your key catch term in this question? Any particular line, particular sentence you liked? This is important in the question.
Yeah, Shriram. So I was thinking or assuming from this statement, however, the resource management plan states that RBS should be created and reviewed only at the beginning of the project. So
Ah,
this, I assumed that based on this, that there was a plan which was created where the RBS was not rightly placed. So
okay.
Mm, So that's why I decided to go with we have to update the entire project management plan. So where
Okay.
the RBS can be defined at the right state or the
Okay.
phase. That
Okay.
is
A
my understanding.
project management plan will have a plan for scope, which will have a plan for schedule. It can have for the cost. It can have for rest of all also, right?
Mhm.
So what is your suggestion is when I touch this, it's going to touch everything below this. That's your recommendation, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Okay, thanks for that input. And this person is a new project manager, somebody newly entering. Okay, let's keep it as John. John is a new manager who enters assigned to a global project. In the next few days, the project team must create, they're using the word must here. Okay, one of the key term here, must create a resource breakdown structure for the project. One help from any one of you in this room, when I say resource breakdown structure, what all can be here when they say resource? Human, what else?
Non-material machines. Okay.
Equipments.
Material, okay. Equipment. What is the difference between material and equipment?
So material is would be like uh, raw material excipients. Like for example, if I talk about pharma, and equipment could be machinery,
Raw
capital.
material also?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. When we say equipment,
More or
All
like
the
Machinery.
It's more of a tangible thing, asset like physical, which will be like capex will be involved in that.
machinery, or maybe a software license.
Hmm.
Could be. Maybe just I'm telling that. A raw material could be raw material also, or could be some machines also. That's also possible. Now they are talking about the project team must create a resource breakdown structure for the project. What do you mean by must create, Shri? So if I have a project, the question is in the project, how much of human needed, how much of material needed, how much of equipment needed. When I say human, in human, I need somebody to do software. I need somebody to do the labor work. I need somebody to do the engineering work. I need to do categorize it. In material, what kind of material? In equipment, what kind of equipment? I have to put this part. This is all for the project. When it can divide into pieces, it's going to be a resource breakdown. By the way, I'll show more details as I move to different slides. But the point here is, however, the resource management plan, the plan which was created earlier, before this new manager joins, there was a plan created. But somebody can question me when this plan get created. Let us talk this as a plan-driven project because nowhere is mentioned about what kind of model of project it is. Since they mentioned the resource management plan, I will assume it as a plan-driven project. In our class, we use an example of hospital construction, somewhere in Mumbai, somewhere in Amsterdam or New York. For such a kind of a project, when the project starts, they will create something called project management plan. Under project management plan, one of the plan is called resource management plan. I'm yet to show how the resource management plan works, but in the resource management plan, it is stating that in the plan already somebody has written. I don't know who written it because John recently joined. John is a new guy. Imagine John joined in the month of June, but this plan is there from January. Someone has written that should be created only at the beginning. This is a statement which is going to trigger everything in the question. Only at the beginning of the project. Now, if this is what the plan says, since John came newly, the question is, what should the manager, who is we call John, this guy has to do many things. You have to do many things, but the first question is, what is the first thing you're going to do? In PMI exams or question paper, when I give a question will state something. But when it comes to answer, I mean, the last line of the question could be a trigger for you. A trigger could tell what should be a thinking process. In this last line, it is giving a thinking process. John will do 5-10 items. Okay, I'm not going to ask you what all he will do. I should not think how John will solve the whole problem in the project. That's not the question. What all John will do next 3 days, that's not the question. What is John's first step so that I can get some low-lying fruits? What is the first thing? Whenever they give a question like that, you should be careful enough. More than one answer will be good. I'll repeat myself. When they say that something first, what John has to do or manager has to do first, when they use the word first, what is the next? Which means definitely PMI will have more than one answers, pretty close, pretty good. When you read, yes, that should be done. But think there'll be something in this answer that must be done, and that will be the edge of your answer. When you read exam questions, you should be watchful on understanding who is being targeted. Definitely in this question, we see manager is being targeted. And we have to see the tense of the question. When they say tense of the question, the statement was already created. Project resource management plan was already created. Now you have to go and correct something is wrong there, which has happened in the past. So tense is clear, something has happened. Okay, that is not affecting the project. But the key part here is elimination technique. The elimination technique is one of the technique which helps you or me as a human. We can first remove some answers does not make sense as a first action. You can do second, you can do third, you can totally ignore it. That's a different story. I will not do that as the first one. Okay, I want to go to my office. What is the first thing you will do? Probably take shower and get ready. Come on, Shri. Office going means you have to take a car and drive. For you, that's first. For somebody, take a shower and get ready. For some people, tell them I have to prepare my laptop and computers and things to carry. For some people, tell them swipe the card and get inside the office. So there'll be many, many things, but I have to see what is the closest one which will help me to address the issue. Closest one, not too far away. Now let's go to the elimination part. Okay, let's go to another person. Before go to elimination, I listened to already Pradeep. I will listen to Jagbir Singh. I see you answer A. What is your thoughts when you choose answer A? Why you thought so?
Yeah, so
Hey.
I know I read Shri that he is new to the team, and
Uh-huh.
then the last line, however, the resource management plan states that the RBS should be
Uh,
created reviewed only at the beginning. So I think this is the only opportunity where the project manager can do this thing, because
uh,
after there'll be no opportunity to review this plan, the RBS. So that's why I thought, because this
uh-huh.
is something which is mandatory and to be done in the beginning. That's how I've selected update the resource breakdown structure first,
Structure.
with my
Okay.
limited understanding, Shri, because I'm not yet well versed with all these concepts.
Yeah, I know.
When I read the book, I'll get more understanding. But as
Well
of
said.
today, this is what I thought.
Well said. Well said. Because, well said, Jagdeep. Because some of these concepts we never read in the book. Maybe we never read about what is called resource management plan. We may not read resource breakdown structure. This is the first time somebody seeing that. We may not know what is resource management plan. Some of us going with answers by just assumptions. Okay. So I know the situations here. Thanks for the answers. Then you go a little more down here. I have Sudhanshu. Sudhanshu, I see you answer with the C. What is your thought there?
Hello, Sri.
Yep.
Actually, I read in the Rita book that when to create a resource breakdown structure, we use the
Ah,
reference as
ah,
a work breakdown structure.
ah.
So I thought that before updating the breakdown structure, we should
Ah.
update the work breakdown structure.
Okay, but the work breakdown structure is a pictorial representation of what to be done, isn't it?
Yes.
If I take the same hospital example, I will have a hospital as a project. Below that, I will have, let's say, outpatients block. I will have something for child care block. These are two blocks. Under this operation or outpatient block, I will have a waiting room. I will have a surgery room. Now, by updating this structure, how this will resolve the problem statement here? What was your rationale behind that? If anything is there, trying to see from you.
Actually, what I thought that in the scope part, we
Ah.
update the work breakdown structure.
Mm-hmm.
And here in question, at the last line, they ask what should the project manager do first.
Ah.
So he
Oh.
cannot directly update the resource breakdown structure. So when we need to update the resource breakdown structure, we need to typically take a work breakdown structure as a reference. So that I thought that answer
Okay.
C will be right.
Okay. I respect your viewpoint there. Good. Thanks for sharing that. Okay, that's a good point. Let's move to one more person. The last answer D, then I'll come to the point. I have two people, Satya and Mahendra. Let me take Satya. The first name comes there. Satya Murthy T. Why you thought D is a good answer for you? If you're on the
Yeah.
mic.
Hello, sir. Shri.
Hey.
Yeah. Actually, I think the project is already started. The
Nice.
new project manager is assigned.
Ah.
So the project, the resource management plan stated RBS should be created only when the project is on the beginning stage. But here again, RB resource breakdown structure is implemented. So I
Mm-hmm.
think we need to update the resource management plan.
Plan. Okay. Okay. So if I listen to you, Satya, the problem
Yeah,
statement in this whole question is
they're restricting the RBS so by the resource management plan. So we need to update the resource
ah,
management plan first.
I think you got the core, I believe. The whole problem in this question is someone or this team written down that you should touch the RBS only in the beginning of the project. Right?
Yeah,
Which
yeah, yeah.
means here say that the resource management plan states. I think this is what somebody states it. Somebody who's the somebody Sri? It could be a collective of people, could be one team member, group of people. Everyone agreed for it that RBS should be created and reviewed only in the beginning. If you do a hospital construction work, if the project is going to happen for
Yeah.
4 years, only in the January, February, March, April, 4 months, I sit and work on a hospital plan. In that plan, it is mentioned that you can create and review how many human, how many material, how many equipment needed only in the beginning. That's a problem. Do you see that as a problem, Satya? Or anyone in this room? You see that?
Yeah.
But why we
Yeah,
see a problem? Why
maybe
it's a hospital, right? I know it's a 4 years project. I know it's a 5 floors building. Why can't we do that
maybe if
once?
any extra resources,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
maybe if any extra resources needed means we need to require.
So 1 year from now, if I need more resource, my plan don't support it. That's a
Yeah,
problem.
yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yes.
Good point, Satya. I'll keep it that. And I listen to Dharnesh who put the hands up there. Go ahead, Dharnesh.
Shri, I'll go with the updating the RBS first because I think if we go with a process mapping visualization, that's what I just went through.
Okay.
The output of estimate activity is RBS. Okay. So keeping that in place, estimate activity. Okay, estimate activity, of course, which comes under the resource management plan, wherein which the resource management plan is a collective one among the collective plan of project management plan. So I think it's a bottom up approach that has to be done when the question is asking for what the PM do first. I think I'll go with a resource breakdown structure, updating that one first.
Okay. Okay. If I listen from you, I clearly get that. Shri, if the plan says you cannot or you should create only the beginning of the project, but still I will go and touch the structure. It look like I will let me violate, let me keep changing the structure. Is it a manager's focus area or manager has to set a process clearly so that even second year, third year, fourth year of the project, still they can keep updating the content? What should be the approach for the manager? Because we are in leadership now. I'm just challenging. You may be right. I'm just trying to challenge you.
Okay, not sure clearly on this.
Yeah, I think with that, then D makes sense.
Yeah.
Tricky question. Tricky question. But you all in this room recognize that I should keep a plan flexible so that 6 months from now, 8 months from now, 3 years from now, there could be new resource need come up in a project. Can we select that? Is it possible?
Yeah,
If it is possible, then why don't we call it as a plan-driven project? We are calling as a plan-driven project. We are calling as we know everything very well. We plan it properly. It doesn't look contradicting what we discuss here. I'm trying to challenge each other. I know the answers, but I'm trying to see what is your thoughts there.
In these cases, we will do it by change management, which can
There you go. There you go. There
also
you
be
go.
a part of the plan driven.
There you go. There you go. In fact, our time management and our cost management in the project highly depend on these resource parameter. Take a slight pause for 2 seconds and think from your company perspective. Do you think your time and your money of your project is controlled by these resources availability? You see that? When I say resource availability, it could be human, material, equipment, whatever industry you work. I'm not talking anything for construction. It can even go for any industry where you don't go for construction. You do work with computers. Still, there are license cost. There are material cost, human available cost, their timeline. So when we see a work happening, we look out on a resource calendar. We look out on resource breakdown structure. If you are new to the PMP classes, you will learn as class moves on. But this question through which what we have to bring out as an answer is, if I'm joining, if you are a John, you join the new company, and in the resource management plan, it states that you should touch it only in the plan. Then first thing, probably you will call every group team members and understand why it is set like this, which means what was a rational or a justification that you want to do only in the beginning. Maybe you get some answers, but still what you will do as John, as a manager is, guys, This is a hospital project. This is a software project, which is going to happen for 3 years or 4 years. You cannot change only once. You have to do many more times in the system. So you will tell that, let us update the plan which was not rightly mentioned. You're going to change the plan, which means update the resource management plan so that going forward, your structure can be updated accordingly. Ooh, God, man. Um, Now, if something is sparking in your mind, let me put a little more flavor on it to get this topic a little more clear. I know the answer is a D, if you observe. I know some of you went with A, B, and C, nothing wrong in it, because some of us know certain terms, some of us don't know the terms. But let's make it a little more clear on these terms. Now look at this picture. What can be part of resource management plan? This will help you to understand better. A resource management plan is a comprehensive document which outlines people, equipment, material, which will be allocated, managed, and monitored. I like this one. Throughout a project. Oh, really? All over the project? Yes, all over the project. Keep watching to ensure that the right resources are available. But I heard maybe Pradeep was pointing, if I pronounce your name correctly, I think Pradeep was pointing out, see, this is a part of project management plan. Is that right, Pradeep? You said that?
Yes.
That's a good understanding what you said. Because a project management plan is also called as a mother document, which have many child below that. One of the child is resource management plan. I may have something called risk management plan. I may have something called communication management plan. Like this, I'll have 10 plans or 9 plans. So project management plan is a mother document. Under this mother document, I have many child document. I could straight away tell that, hey, as a manager, please go and change my project management plan. I can do that. The moment I do that, there'll be a next question coming up. Nice, buddy. I like it what you said. But under this mother document, which child you want to update? Then I should call for another meeting and explain them, okay, under this mother document, you will touch this document. This is what I'm going to say. The answer is directly going to that and saying that first thing, you will touch resource management plan, which is implicitly touching the project management plan. Are you getting that, Pradeep?
Yes, Shriram. So based on my understanding, yeah,
Uh,
so first we need to touch the resource management plan. And
yeah,
since we change that resource part, the cost, scope, and everything will change. Then secondly, we will probably come to the
yeah, yeah.
management, project management.
Yeah, well said. But one thing, be very careful. It differs question to question. In some other question, what will happen is your work is going to impact not one child document. It will impact on risk, cost, schedule. Then you will tell guys, let's change project management plan, which means we will go and see the mother document. From there, every child will get impacted. But be very careful in the main exam. PMI is not highly interested on which document, what got updated. That's not their interest. They want to know, are you aware of the process to be followed, which will make your project fall under 25%. What is 25%? What is 75%?
Success failure ratio.
If I call this as a success, this as a failure ratio, then I will tell that PMI want to give a recommendation. Guys, when somebody drafted a plan like this, there is something not really good. If I'm a manager like a John, I will not go and change a plan immediately. I will tell, come on, that's a stupid thing. Who did it? Go and change it. I will not do that. Or rather, I call for a meeting, talk with the people. What circumstance made you to do that way? I have to listen to them, then I go for it. But that is not given in the question. That is not given in the answer. Some questions you don't have the full story. They'll stop somewhere. But what the question is saying is they trigger the thought in your brain. Are you thinking in the direction of 25% of successful project in the world? If you are such a manager, you have to reduce your time wastage also. When I say time wastage, I will not tell this and people go there and take time, come back. Rather, I'll sit with them to do, guys, project management plan is nice. Below that, we have a lot of child plan. I will go and help them touch this plan. So that is where PMI going. For me, two, three answers are correct in this question, but one answer will be very closest answer. That could be the right answer in the exam. Interesting. All right. If you look at the right side here, some more information. In resource management plan, you will have how. Look at the word. Mostly in the plan, it will have how. Again, you see how, which means it talks about how we identify the resource, how we acquire. See, what do you mean by acquiring? It could be internal in your company. Really? Can that be external? Yeah, it can be. Can I call for vendor? Yeah, you can call for the vendor. Nothing stops you. But when I go to call for the vendor, how I should handle the vendor? This will be written in your company's governance framework. Do anyone remember the governance we spoke in the class? Governance?
Yeah.
Now, the governance framework will tell how we should talk to all those process. I will hook it from here to there and see how it will work. But the point here is, but see, should I do all this stuff, man? It's a time-killing process. If you're going to work in a hospital construction model or project, such a huge one, I won't call it as a time waste. It's important because today I'm a manager. 2 years from now, I may become a director of project in the company. In my position, some other guy will come. If I leave it, I can't send a couple of emails. Guys, from now on, you take up the job. That's not the way it works. We should have a system in place so that even when I'm not there, work keep moving. But see, we are living in a digital world. Jira board, yo-yo, AI, all are nice to hear. When you go to the ground, there is something work to be done where people has to know things. Not too much of documentation. PMI don't recommend it. But they say that whatever can help you to keep the process running, streamlining. But some of these questions are more of a plan-driven approach, which means in a plan-driven project. In a change-driven project, also you need resource, but not so detailed like this. I will talk in the class when I go to Agile part. But keep in mind that resource management is a very core in project management. This will decide your risk, your time, your money, your quality, many parameters. So be careful on this resource management topics. Interesting. Let me see if I have something to share with you. Here it is one. Look at here. Let me know what is this picture giving you? Is it talking only human or what is this talking here?
Materials and equipments.
Yeah, it's giving human. It's giving equipment. Which one I can put as material here? Equipment is here. Human is here. Which one is material?
Software is material.
Maybe this software can be or facilities. It's something from long time we have followed this a format and resource breakdown. We have three things: human, material, equipment, and you start putting a lot of stuff below this. It's only they call us affinity. Affinity means grouping it according to the category. Why should I group it, man? When I group it, my brain thinks better, right? Under human, if I see, oh, we have only designers, engineers, construction crew. Hey, where is the architect? My brain is asking, right? When I see software, I'll see this is, where is the design software? Oh, it's there. Oh, nice, good. Grouping helps us to think in that direction. Did I cover it? For that reason, only grouping is happening. You go to WBS, you go to resource breakdown structure. There is OBS, organizational breakdown structure. These all to help us, right? In PMI exams, they don't go and ask what will come under what, but they want to see is your brain thinking in a systematic approach so that you can build a project in a sustainable way. That's what they're looking for.
But for this bridge, Sri, just for my understanding, we have equipment, software, facility, human resource, which will help us come up with that bridge. But the material which is used to make that bridge or construct that bridge, like cement, concrete, and stuff like that, I think that also will form a part of this art.
Possibly. I should put another category called raw materials or equipment. Yes, you should bring it. You're right. You have to bring it. But that triggers me a question, Jacket, when you ask this. I hope I pronounce your name correctly. How do I know how much of resource needed? From where I get this a trigger?
Yeah.
Anyone here?
I think that if we are aware, Sri, from the scope statement that we have to construct a 100-meter bridge or a 200-meter bridge, and when we do that detailed project assessment, and when we do the when we meet cross-functional teams, that we have to build. This is the height, this is the width, and this is the
Okay.
length of the bridge. I think from there we would be in a position to get in, because at some point in time we have to assign a cost to it.
Yeah. Yeah. So we have to understand from the work breakdown structure also what work should be done. The what will help you to find how we are going to do. In
Yep.
last week, a class probably spoke something about a Stacy graph, if some of you remember it.
Yes.
In Stacy graph, we wrote down what to do. When I say what to do, next comes how to do. In
Yeah.
this how to do, we talk about resource. And when I talk about resource, I will also talk about technology. And this is going to talk about how much it's going to charge, and it's going to talk about the time as well, right? So first thing is I should know what to do. This will give me some clarity. And this is where the agile projects struggle a bit because what is not much clear. How you have to choose randomly. But things are changing. When I talk about agile 2010, it was different. In 2025, in the 15 years, things are changing. So it's improving. Good then. I think was it an interesting topic to discuss today? You got something out of it.
Yeah.
Meantime, I'm seeing Mahesh is curiously asked ChatGPT. Did you ask curiously or just you asked?
No. Curiously, I wanted to test because see, I was confused because my answer was A and B. Okay, my original answer
Okay.
was A, but I
Okay.
took the social proof. Everybody answering B, so I said A or B. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, going with the breakdown, you have said the right answer is D only. But I just asked curiously because
Nothing wrong.
sometimes I used to test whether when I was giving this answer just to double
Mm,
check. So okay,
mm.
concluded that ChatGPT is wrong. So they have yet to learn the PM skills.
Sometime back, PMI announced it, I don't know when, 6 months or 8 months back.
Acha,
ChatGPT failed PMP exam.
very good.
No, they didn't use ChatGPT. They said AI failed PMP exam. I said, oh, really?
Okay. So I was just curious because sometimes I test because see, as this question had all the answers, right? A, B, even C or
Yeah,
D. So every person felt or thought differently.
learning.
Okay.
That's learning.
So you
I know.
sometimes don't know what is the correct answer. Okay. So that's why.
So AI is also learning. I
Hmm.
believe in 1 year from now, AI will challenge us in management. So
Hmm.
it will give me a number of scenarios. Good. I
Hmm.
know we're top of the time. Let's listen to Dharnesh before we sign off. Yes, Dharnesh.
Shri, one question in this case, of course, the question is asking what he has to do first.
Hmm.
But do you think I feel that the PM plan and this resource management plan, they go in parallel, right? Whatever the updates,
What plan you're saying? Repeat again.
project management plan and resource
Ah,
management plan,
okay.
they should go in parallel, right? And it's obviously not good to decide what should we do first, and that was my thought process.
Maybe bit recall what I said myself few minutes back. Project management plan is a mother document,
Yes, yes.
isn't it? So when you say mother document, in the mother document, many plans will be there. So obviously what he's saying is right, parallel will happen. So if I say bluntly, meet government official, very good. Which government, which officer, which table? I'm giving a little more specific on this in this scenario. In case the last answer was not there, probably you'll go to next answer. Go and talk to government official. Okay, government official is fine. Revenue officer or a government tahsildar. Who I have to talk? Which table? You can give some answer this answer also, but here it is very specific. It's directly available, and the first thing you're attracting it. So as I was pointing out, when I say mother document, many things will be done. Since it's a resource management plan directly given in the question, why should I go and change a plan directly? Rather give something indirectly. That's a message.
Okay.
Yeah, very good. Good. Mahesh is asking, can you develop a mobile app, Shri, for answering all exam? You are welcome, Mahesh. You have a job with us straight away.
Okay. Fine. I will find a partner who can do it. I work in
Good.
SI.
I'm
Sure.
really happy. Really happy. Propose an idea. We're ready to do for it.
Yes. Sure. I will get back to you on this separately.
Fantastic, fantastic. Nice.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
have a great Sunday. Nice meeting you all. I have few people from current batch also here, some of you in previous batches. Stay active, stay vigilant on the subject. At the same time, as I always say that Apply what you learn on the job, then it will stick to you. At the same time, people have an exam date with you. Don't add too much of pressure. Be relaxed. Go for a walk and have some other exercise activities. Then take exam. Don't sit in the same stretch of 6 to 7 hours. You will hit your spinal cord badly. That you cannot recover anytime. So please give attention to your health as well. Read, take break, go for a walk, again come back and read. This exam is a stressful exam. Have some habits with you that can make you better for the exam. If you feel stressed out, if you feel burnout, don't hesitate. Call me, message me, talk to Rahul. We are here to help you. Okay? Do well. We'll catch up again on the next Sunday with the new topics. Until then, have a great time. See you all. Bye bye.
Thanks, Sri. See
Thank
you.
you,
Thanks.
Sri.
See you
Bye.
Bye-bye.
next time. Bye
Thank
bye.
you. Bye.